HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to send us a message. Western Union? No, today they don't have any more Western Union. And today all different technology. I saw 2 newspapers this week. Each one had a picture of something else. One newspaper had a picture of a chevra which is very active in Har Hazeisim. The front page, and probably everybody got it by his door. The FJJ had a picture of Har Hazeisim. They're working on it for years already. They claim that a couple of years ago, there were 200 visitors a day. Now there's 2,000 visitors a day. That was one picture. Another picture of a different newspaper. I was wondering why the 2 newspapers changed off. Well, which is more important to them? And the other newspaper was Yerushalayim Yircha Berachmim Tashuv. The president of the strongest country in the world got up this week and said, Yerushalayim belongs to Klal Yisrael. Now, I get the chills in my body. Isn't that a message from Borei Olam? That it's getting closer and closer. Getting closer to the Gula Asida. We don't know exactly when, but we have to take it positively. You can't take it negatively. You'll make a parade on Shabbos Yerushalayim, Chemar al-Islam. But if you'll the whole Yerushalayim will go daven and learn, and then you'll know it's the right Yerushalayim. The president announced to us, to the Israelis, to the Americans, to the peoples who are living in Gamda, that what? That Klal Yisrael owns Yerushalayim. And what did he say? He said because the ancient heritage of that city is ours. That means he referred a guy, but he referred to the Torah Kedosha. Now, Rabbi Say, I have here 2 messages. One message is Har Hazeisim. What's the message of Har Hazeisim? Tchias HaMeisim. Where's the Tchias HaMeisim going to start? V'meira v'yomeinu. It's going to start on Har Hazeisim. I even told my Bnei Bayis, maybe the Elacha Meiv Esrim, maybe I would like to be in that area. And then the others say, we'll go in a different area. But that's where it's all going to start, in Har Hazeisim. And it's all getting prepared for us, under our control. So, Tchias HaMeisim could be in the making. And why? And if you believe it's in the making, it's going to get there faster. And the same thing is Bin Yerushalayim. When you say Shemoneh Esrei, Yerushalayim Yircha, in the last 3 days since the president said it. Who's the president? The president is a president of some small place, Woodridge, the most powerful person in the world. And he said, Yerushalayim is ours. The Eibishter should be shomer u'matzel from Nebuchadnezzar that could happen. But that's only if we accept it, b'kedusha, b'tahara, then nothing will happen. Nothing. If we, at least the religious and eventually the fellows that are not so, they will also see the truth. They will also see the truth. They'll see how beautiful everybody congregates in Yerushalayim, and then comes closer to the Har Habayis, and we stand there, stop. And then Moshiach Tzidkenu is going to come, and he's going to be Mechayim Eisim, Moshe Aaron, Eliyahu Novi, and it's going to be, and he's going to bring Kibbutz Goliath. You have a cousin in Australia? He doesn't need a trip it's going to come. Kibbutz Goliath, Binyan Beis Hamikdash, Karbonis, Melech HaMashiach is going to be more powerful than Shlomo HaMelech, who was a major king. We should all, when we see an announcement, Trump. You know how people think. You're talking about such a major announcement, and wow. So let's see, a Navi would be talking to us. It also go. So Abisha should give us Yata D'Shmaya. That, like Rabbi Friend always says, what does he say? Read your messages. It's not a message. The world is shaking. It's not a message. Two major messages. Abisha give us Yata D'Shmaya. Get closer to Hashem Yisbarach in his preparing. Get closer in a proper way, in a holy way. And I just wanted to mention, 2 seconds, I'm sorry, I'm late already. There was a Yid here in Brooklyn. I don't know, maybe some people didn't know him. He was nifted this week. His name was Rabbi Harry Rubin. He was the Rav in Benzeners by over there in Achiezer and some other shows. I don't remember exactly when we grew up. And you know what? He was the nifter this week in Eretz Yisrael. He was, I think, like 87 or something. 30 years ago, he changed over to Eretz Yisrael. He changed over to Eretz Yisrael for 30 years. He was a Rav and this and that. Fine, everything beautiful. From 30 years, he would get up 3 in the morning, start his learning Torah. And his son told me yesterday, and we'd finish 9 o'clock at night. Unreal! A person had the schus on a little bit on the older age, in the middle age. He was only about 55, but he took those last 30 years, and he became such a tremendous Talmud Chacham. Yehei Zichrei Baruch, and should be the real Tchiyah B'Mehir Yameinu.